Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here at the Southern District of New York Courthouse. It's a cold and windy day in November, and yet we're here. Now, first we'll recap some from last week. There was a venture capitalist fraudster called Derek Jones. We just went, I don't want to say at random, maybe we were tipped off. In any event, there was almost the remand of Derek Jones, awaiting sentencing for his venture capital fraud. Apparently, he beat up a woman, and there were photos, and they said the name. We didn't publish it, but we did write about this case. He was released, but only to home confinement to prepare for his sentencing. He'll be going to jail for some time. We're also covering an ongoing trial here about drug sales in Upper Manhattan. It's interesting because there's some sealed courtroom action. Late last week, we were out in the hall with a cooperator, so it seemed kind of ironic that they would seal it, but then this guy wasn't escorted in. Anyway, we talked to him, perfectly friendly guy. We've also moved to unseal some documents in EDNY, and hopefully to have more about that. A follow-up on EDNY. Roger Ng, convicted in the Jolo case, has sued Tim Leisner, formerly of Goldman Sachs, for having stolen his information, his investment ideas, and his money, such that he couldn't defend himself or appeal appropriately from EDNY. No honor among thieves. Speaking of which, Qatar, bribery kings, World Cup hosts, they've determined that media that goes there can't film anywhere that workers or migrant workers are. Those who were killed, 7,000 of them strong, for the World Cup. That's very much like the UN, which actually, its rationale, I've gone back and looked at it, for throwing out Inner City Press is that we live streamed on the media floor, showing just how corrupt this election was. Iranian state media, Saudi state media, etc. Guterres, the man who threw Inner City Press out, and has it still out for now, he gave the wrong speech at the COP27, and now he's at the G20 taking questions from, yes, who? Qatar's Al Jazeera. A softball question about helping Russia export fertilizer. That would be with Tramo, a Houston-based commodities firm that's being sued right here in SDNY. Worlds collide and corruption expands. Censorship must end.